Hello again, YouTube pipe smokers and the YTPC. Southern Piper here. I am doing a video response to Brad the Bearded Piper. I had thought about doing a first impression along with this video response and have since changed my mind. Just because I've had a long day and really haven't had time to put much thought in the tobacco that I'm smoking. But I will tell you that it is the coffee blend. You can see from LJ Peretti. This was part of the shipment I got the other day. So, Brad the Bearded Piper, congratulations, sir, on your 100 subs. Well deserved. I will be linking, of course, as per usual, I'll be linking Brad's, and I'm going to link the GAW video down below for you. So if you haven't found him, I encourage you to go over there and look. Give him some YTPC love and support. I am smoking this coffee in my Calabrese. You know, it's kind of a little bit of a bulldog, kind of a hybrid thing because it's got a round shank, but that's what I call it. So, Brad has asked, and I'm going to butcher the exact question because I didn't write it down. But I like the question. It gives me opportunity to talk about a couple of people that were important to me. So Brad asked us about a class or a teacher that was particularly meaningful to us in our education. And thought about it last night, thought about it today. And I had several teachers that were meaningful, but two really stand out. So when I was growing up, I wasn't the best student. And it wasn't that I wasn't smart, and it wasn't that I didn't try. I just wasn't a good student. Things didn't click for me easily. It took me longer to learn things and absorb and retain them. So school was a challenge for me. But when I got to the 12th grade, I had a literature teacher. His name was Mr. McBride. Mr. Mac. And for some reason, and I'm a slow reader, so literature was just the thought of the class really intimidated me. But Mr. McBride made learning easy, and he made it fun and memorable And I really felt smart in his class, if that makes sense. And he was one of the first teachers that didn't talk down to us. I felt he didn't talk down to us. And I had others that didn't too, but for the purposes of the video and spotlighting Mr. Mack, he spoke. I don't know what the word that I'm looking for is. He spoke normal to us. He spoke plain. He didn't try to be us. He didn't try to be a teenager. He wasn't like that. He just kind of spoke plain to us. And if he let a cuss word slip in class, whatever. But the man spent most of his teaching career teaching 12th grade literature. And so there were things like he had this countdown. He started a countdown on the first day of school, counting down to the end of school. And every day somebody would get to go take a day off, because we were all about to graduate. So it was a big thing. And he made school fun. He made learning fun. He was a big parrot head. And so he had Jimmy Buffett stuff up in his room, including a caricature type of drawing of a recipe for, like the world's greatest margarita or something, which we thought was cool. He was chill. He was laid back. And so Mr. Mack had a profound impact on me as a student, and for the most part as a person. The other one I want to talk about was a professor. So I mentioned a second ago that I was not the best student, and that carried over to college for me. And it's not that I didn't try. It's not that I didn't put forth effort, because I've always had to work harder than everybody to be average, if you will. And so I busted my tail in college. There were times where I was able to skate, but and I'm sure if I had worked a little bit harder, I would have done better, but I worked hard. But when I graduated from college, I didn't really feel like I knew anything. I didn't feel like I was ready for adult life and the working world. And so, what better thing than to try to go get a master's degree, right? So I enrolled in a night school MBA program. I was working full time, and one of the management professors, Dr. Duncan, I have a business degree, undergrad, and management and marketing, I did not do well in those. I just couldn't grasp the concepts. I couldn't put my head around it. I did better in analytical things, just because I could solve math problems. So I did better in finance and stuff, statistics, stuff like that. And so, I think I passed management, 301 or whatever with a C. I think I did the same thing with marketing. I just didn't get those subjects in undergrad. So after I'd been in the corporate world for a couple of years, I went back to get an MBA at night. And Dr. Duncan, who taught me management in grad school, he presented it in a way that I understood. And he took the time to work with us, work with me in particular, to make sure that I got it. And so those are the two educators in my life that I want to showcase or spotlight for this video response. So anyway, I appreciate you joining me this evening. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I probably wouldn't be doing this. Well, I don't know. Maybe I would be. Again, I sit in my living room and talk to myself in front of a camera for a few minutes. And then I upload it. So maybe I still would be doing it because it's kind of therapeutic, I'll be honest with you. But I do appreciate and enjoy the connections I'm making literally all over the world. So I really do appreciate my subscribers. And I appreciate the opportunity that I'm making or the opportunity that I've been given to meet new people, to build new friendships, learn more about pipe smoking, and really, discover things about myself, thinking through some of these questions that people ask when soliciting, input for a drawing or what have you. So anyway, that's that. I thank you again, and until next time, friends, I bid you happy smoking and blessings to you and your family. Cheers.